Hear ye, hear ye. This costume is hot, someone please beer me. Fellow Yinzers, I am Noah. How you doing? Can you hear me? There we go, she hears me. This is mine ark. I shall now regale yins with the tale of how the ark came to be. I know the story ain't in 3D because that would be $5 more. One day a long time ago, God come forth to me, say, Noah, the world has become nothing but full of jags. So I shall therefore flood it all out. And I'm talking way past that Mon Wharf level, if you know what I mean. There can be no parking down there for a long time. He said, no, I'd like you to build me an ark. Save your wife and kids. I said, no problem, God. Just let me give you a couple days, get my affairs in order to say goodbye to my in-laws. He said, that'll be the good part. Your in-laws are coming with you. I said, is this a personal attack on me now, God? I shall do what you say. I said, what shall I put in the ark? He said, 2th of every animal, boy and girl. I said, even dawn, ravens and bangles. He says, yes, but they shall remain behind cages for all times. That's where they feel the most comfortable. Don't ever let them out of them cages or in the AFC North. These are true words spoken by the Lord himself. I have it written down. I said, God, what shall this, when I build this ark, how should I build it? With regular floors? With boards? No, Noah. The board shall be shaky and up and downeth. I said, won't it make us sick? He said, it'll be more fun like that, just trust me. I said, okay, Lord. How should the lighting be in said ark? Should it be torches or candles? He says, no, Noah. I will create a new illumination called the black light. And it won't be relevant until the 80s when neon's invented, but until then, have fun. You'll be able to see all the stains on your clothes that weren't washed off in the laundry. I says, okay, Lord. The soundtrack to said ark. Do I make my own playlist? He said, absolutely not. There will only be one sound that cometh from the ark. It shall goeth like such. Nothing else. No Donny Iris, no Journey, no nothing good like that. So we set sailed for 40 long days and 40 long nights of the kids complaining that they don't have enough food, they're getting scurvy, there's no outlets for their iPods. Finally, after 40 long days and 40 long nights, we crashed landed here. We knew that the waters were receding because the Pirate Parrot doth fly over with the lineup for today's Buccos game. So we crash landed right here next to the potato patch. Prime real estate. And I found out the pigs and the cows so they may be made into tasty bacon and beef stock gravy for all to enjoy on the potato patch fries. I said, Lord, one more question I doth have for thee. How are people to enter my ark from now on? I could buildeth a boring up and down utility elevator for them to get in. The Lord was angry. The Lord struck down a thunderbolt which still sits over there to this day. Popular attraction. Except you must have another rider to ride it. You get up there without an extra rider, they're going to make you sit next to Stinky McStinkerson, I guarantee it. I said, Lord, how shall people enter my ark? The Lord doth say, they shall go through doth mouth of yon whale. And if you ever put that elevator in, people will be revolt. And they will complain via different social media platforms until you put the whale back. And people shall always feel said squishiness on thy tongue. I said, thank you, Lord. Anything else? He said, go Steelers. The end.